Hello, everybody. My name is Valentino Navarrete, and I am part of the public speaking class for 301. And this is actually my presentation for living my best life. So what would I invest in $100 million into your best life? That's a really good question. I really didn't have like really particular things to put in it, but I actually have certain things that actually I would love to do if I actually had this much money. So for this, I would finish with my school, which finishes the rest of my units at SAC, and then graduate to actually get to get my art studio degree. And with that, I want to start making my art portfolio, which I actually would prefer myself to actually get into the system of how people are able to contact you about your art, and then what can they do with you and what can you do in that matter of fact. And so I'm really wanting to invest some of the things that people are meant to see for my art, and then start looking for people who are hiring, which actually I kind of saw this person right here. You can see like in the actual in in her requirements where they could say hire me, and then if you could do like certain things like costumes, armor, props, or weapons or accessories. And so I could start with that in a way once I actually start finishing up my units. That's what I want to invest in. Another thing what I invest in would be starting my own art supplies, like such as a drawing pad for digital drawing, because I'm going to start like taking um, my drawings from paper into digital artwork, so I'm able to actually figure out what kind of colors can I use to actually improve from that. And also want to invest in cameras, so I'm able to actually take photos. So I'm able to actually invest in that, because cameras can be really expensive sometimes. And so I'm going to give myself a nice little kit from start with, and then I can actually able to know how the camera works and how to actually take pictures. And then and also invest on more special like markers and color pencils. Maybe if I want to start being more creative, like using a canvas as my art piece, and I could start drawing things on it, and I could improve from that, where I'm able to use special markers or color pencils, so I actually able to know in like what certain colors I could use and what can I actually improve from there. And also actually investing into like EVA film, like cosplaying, because I like to make certain like armor and certain like props or accessories where actually goes onto the body. And so for that, I'm able to actually use that as a way to actually improve my art skills and actually making cosplays for others. And also and with all this stuff going on, I gotta have storage bins, so I gotta invest on that too, so I can able to store most of my stuff in bins, so I can know what things I have and what things I could sell. So with that, I could start investing on DA commissions. For what that you can see right here, I actually started some of my first. I started on my first mask, which actually is made out of EVA foam, which I actually told from the last slide. And on the actual, there's an actual bird head, and that from there is actually made out of EVA foam. And on top, and what I put on top of it is actually black fur. And so it actually kind of is like a prop or an accessory that people can use as a helmet, so they can actually wear it to events or cosplay in their homes or somewhere else. And then also with that, I'm able to do drawings as well. You can see some of my artwork right there that could go right into my art portfolio, where I actually can improve from there. And so what I can invest in is I can invest some of the color pencils, so I can actually able to see what kind of colors matches the actual character and improve on that as an artist. And then from that, from all the art supplies, I want to start a business, which actually can prove from here if they want to request a drawing, or they can request as a like make people request props or accessories, as I told you, for my mask and then for my bird head, and then make digital art, either like from characters or themselves. Say like if they cosplay a character, but they only show their face, and I could actually able to draw that as that goes straight to in my investment that what they want. And also getting special requests on photo ops, as well. If once I actually get used to on the camera lenses, I'm able to take wonderful pictures of these wonderful people cosplaying. You can see from Demon Slayer to even from Dragon Ball, or even from like if you're familiar with Star Wars, you can see all the people that actually make their own armor. So I could go off from there and I could take special pictures for them, and so they're able to actually make as a requested that what they want in their image. And also from that, if since all these supplies and things have been going on, I have to give myself a bigger I want to invest in something more bigger, like a bigger house or a bigger home. And so maybe I want to look for a home like in Sacramento, and so able to actually like maybe in the future, if I'm actually ready, I could probably start a family or find someone special, and I could able to actually they could help me out, and then we could probably start a family together, which actually what I would like. And in either in Sacramento, either close to the city or out of the country, so I'm able to at least have a quiet place to do my actual props or pitch or drawings, so I actually have that peace of mindset ready to actually knowing what I'm going to do and then what people want from me. That's what I wanted to do. And so if I'm get tired of Sacramento, I can invest that $100 million from either another house in another state like New York or Louisiana. And then for New York, I want to see if I want to invest in a house in New York, I want to, because that's a certain place where able to you could make a bigger picture of yourself and knowing what can you do out there. Or I could go to Louisiana, since they are based some I choose these two states because they're based on color and locations where they actually you're able to impress your own art out there. That's what I want to do into investing this kind of money to myself and what makes me happy. I know it's not really how I want to invest this $100 million, because I really didn't picture what I want or what I want to do with this kind of money, but this is actually what I would do to invest and then explain what I want to do right after I actually start getting that much supplies, and then following up to my home and knowing that I can find a bigger place for myself or for my future kids or whatever. So this is what it is. Thank you guys so much for listening to what I want to invest in $100 million. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. This is Valentino signing out.